Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Happy Thursday, yeah. 24th day of October. The time is 9:04. RiverBender.com. It's our daily show. Good to see all of you. Man, I'm a little bit tuckered today. Downtown Wood River's Trick or Treat was great, and thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and all the kind words you guys had for us, too. It was fun to be out there and getting to talk to some of the kiddos as they were getting their Halloween candy, plus having conversations with business owners and all of that fun stuff. Really just a great time, so thank you to Wood River Main Street and the city of Wood River, too, for allowing us to be out there and having some fun. We have a good show for you guys today. Going to be talking to the Chain Gang here in about, I don't know, couple of minutes, but who's counting? Rusty will fill us in on what his latest projects are. And then at 10:10, we're going to be talking to the Marquette Catholic Theater group. They have an upcoming performance. I'm really excited to get them on the show and hear what how hard they've been preparing for this show and when we can go out and enjoy it. But real quick, want to give just a big congratulatory message to the Marquette Catholic soccer team. A hard-fought game against Columbia, and I really kept telling people this was a great team that had really just such a strong prowess. And, man, watching them play throughout the season and, just a bummer about, the penalty kicks, but just a season and a half. And those kids deserve all the credit in the world. I mean, you had Players of the Week in the Post-Dispatch and just an awesome season. So just keep working hard, and really just been fun to kind of watch from the sidelines. And really kind of a bummer for us because we wanted to try to get back out to Public School Stadium last night and broadcast that game, but just timing didn't allow, and just wanted to give you a big, congratulatory message on the season for really all the hard, work you've been putting in and all the great results you had too. 9:06 will take you to top of the hour news. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update. You can join myself and 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work weekend on Saturdays with Around the River Bend. We'll take you to Edwardsville first in very serious news. A former assistant principal from Edwardsville High School, who RiverBender.com reported on earlier this year, Aaron L. Hamilton Foley, 50 years of age, is now back in custody after violating her bond conditions related to a 2023 criminal sexual assault charge involving a minor student. Hamilton Foley was accused of having a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old while serving as an authority figure. After her release on bond, she allegedly contacted the victim multiple times via social media, prompting a police investigation. Her bail has been revoked, and she awaits a hearing. Her jury trial, originally set for August of last year, 2023, will commence in just a few short weeks on November the 12th, and we'll keep you updated as details do emerge once that trial commences. So many of you reached out to RiverBender.com yesterday wanting to know what that smell was, and residents in several communities, including Roxana, Wood River, Alton, Edwardsville, Shipman, and Godfrey, reported a distinct odor reminiscent of manure on October 23rd. Local officials investigated the source of the smell, which meteorologist Matt Beitcher from the National Weather Service attributes them to wind patterns carrying it from manure application in states like Iowa and Kansas. While the Phillips 66 refinery in Wood River previously faced similar issues, they have confirmed that they are not responsible for the odor yesterday. Fire departments collaborated to pinpoint the origin of the smell as well, which raised concern among residents. A local nonprofit, Something Bigger Than Yourself, has built a frisbee golf course at the Alton Fire Department aimed at providing firefighters a way to unwind during their downtime. Jay Lipe, who oversees the organization, recognized the need for leisure activities for local first responders. Initially met with skepticism, Chief Jesse Jemison embraced the idea after seeing a disc golf course in action. The project was made possible through donations of time, materials, and labor. Lipe hopes the initiative will foster camaraderie among firefighters and strengthen community ties, with plans to make frisbees for firefighters a regular offering. Also in the news today in our Metro East Star area, in more serious news, Illinois State Police have arrested 41-year-old Dwight O'Neill of East St. Louis for attempted first-degree murder and other firearm-related charges after a shooting took place earlier this week. Here's what we know. On October the 20th, police responded to the reports of gunfire near 18th Street and Missouri Avenue. Officers quickly apprehended O'Neill as he fled the scene and recovered a firearm. The victim, who suffered gunshot wounds, was taken to a local hospital. Charges against O'Neill were approved by the state's attorney's office on the 22nd of October and is currently being held in the St. Clair County Jail. The murder trial of Roger Dale Sutton Jr. is continuing, spotlighting the death of the 2013 death of Patrina Butler Turner, the 40-year-old woman from East St. Louis. RiverBender.com has been at the trial all week. Testimonies have included forensic insights, with an FBI examiner revealing the advanced decomposition of Butler Turner's clothing made DNA recovery impossible. The prosecution presented witness accounts and video evidence contradicting Sutton's statements about the events surrounding Butler Turner's death. The defense argued for dismissal due to lack of physical evidence, but the judge has denied this motion. The case is set for jury deliberation following closing statements, which have been scheduled for this morning. We'll keep you updated as that jury begins to deliberate in the next couple of days. Ryan Martin, a 37-year-old resident of Baldwin, Missouri, is facing several serious charges following his arrest on October the 18th. The St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office announced these charges, which include property damage in the first degree, tampering with a motor vehicle, and aggravated fleeing from a stop, among others. The charges stem from an incident that occurred actually in May involving a stolen tractor truck used to steal over $285,000 worth of copper wire. In a separate event, Martin was apprehended after fleeing from police in a stolen Dodge Durango, ultimately crashing the vehicle in St. Louis. Finally, in the news today at 9:12, the Edwardsville High School marching band, known as the Marching Tigers, is set to hold its final community performance after the football game on Friday night at Tiger Stadium. The free event will feature their 2024-25 season show, The Origins of Eville. The Marching Tigers have had a busy competition season, recently placing 9th in their class at the BOA Indy Super Regional. They also performed at the Bands of America St. Louis Super Regional on October 25th, which is tomorrow. That's wonderful. Despite not making the finals in Indianapolis, the band's director emphasized the valuable learning experiences gained from the season, and always great to see the marching bands performing well in our region. That's a look at what's happening around the River Bend, and my voice is going. It's 9:12, a little bit of change. It's 45 degrees, and it feels like 50. Humidity, though, is at 80%. Wow. Hey, today pleasant with plenty of sunshine, and tonight becoming cloudy, mild, and showers later on this evening. Air quality right now is good at 48. Grass levels are low at 2. Mold is low. Ragweed's low. Tree levels are low, and the UV index is moderate today. That's fascinating. The next 5 days, they look like this. 74 degrees will be the high temperature for the day. It will drop down to 60 degrees as we head into Friday. On Friday, a high of 70, a low of 41. And on Saturday, no rain in the forecast, a high of 65, a low of 39 degrees. And on Sunday, a high of 66, a low of 42 degrees. And on Monday, the 28th, We start our week with partly sunny skies, a high of 73, and a low of 60 degrees. That's a look at the next 5 days, but here's a look at what's happening now. It's 45 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 50 for time and temperature, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane, your local State Farm agent. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by going to RiverBender.com/weather. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Seriously, like I'm legitimately asking you as a friend, like CJ, to listener right now or viewer, whichever way you watch this show. What are you doing tomorrow? Why not go to Alton Little Theater and watch the Rocky Horror Show? This has been a really much talked about event for them. 91 seasons in, and Alton Little Theater still going strong. This show starts tomorrow, October the 25th, evenings at 7 p.m. on October 25th, 26th, 27th, and November 1st and 2nd. Plus, the midnight showing will be October 31st, Halloween night at midnight. Lee Cox will join us that morning right afterwards, and we're going to see how she's holding up. Plus, that one and only matinee opportunity on November the 3rd. Tickets just $25. Get them now, altonlittletheater.org, or call the box office at 618-462-3205. Hey, why don't we do this? We'll take a look at downtown Alton. We'll come back, and we'll check in with Rusty Wheat, see how he's doing, and all the projects, all the good stuff. It's our daily show, RiverBender.com, Roku TV. Back after this.
Howling around your kitchen door. You better not let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now, back to our daily show.
Hey, welcome back, 918. I got to talk to you about something. I just remembered something that fired me up the other day. Like, literally,
no.
I never
This'll
get
be
burnt
good.
up. And normally, it's the shoes on the other side of the coin. Now, my rusty weed almost came out. I never comment on social media, but I scroll through. There was a community page, and an individual took a picture of a vehicle that was dumping litter out, that was just throwing trash outside. Do you know how many people defended the person throwing trash outside of their car? It was amazing to me. Well, why didn't you just get out and pick it up?
Yeah.
Well, that person shouldn't have to pick up that other guy's mess. It was amazing. But it just kind of, I thought about you because it's like, is this really the argument these people are having?
Yeah, that would have caused the problem. That would have caused the problem with me because I get into that too. I mean, I've been known to chase down cars, and yeah, I'm not the brightest when it comes to this stuff, so I understand that.
Man, I was really hot though. But Rusty, I haven't talked to you in a little bit. How's life been treating you? You've been working, man.
Yeah, I've been staying busy. Been going different areas. I went in over and did some work in Wood River Township.
I was just there last night. That trick-or-treating event was cool, man.
No, not Wood River, the city.
Oh, Township.
Wood River Township. Yeah, there's some borderline issues with Wood River Township and East Alton.
Okay.
When it comes to some road jurisdictions. And, I would call Wood River Township and I'd say, hey, man, that road looks like crap. Can you get it cleaned up? And instantly, the first response was, that's not my jurisdiction. I get so tired of that. And, in defense to them, they only have a certain amount of manpower. But
that's true, too.
So, East Alton's aware of it, and I called the city mayor, and I've told him twice I'd go out and do those things, and so I just got tired of it. I went out and did it, and then I let him know, and now I got a good relationship with the street director, I believe is Mike Moore, I believe.
Yeah.
And
East Alton,
Yeah, he's a good guy. And Mark Jernigan and Mike Babcock. It's amazing when you do things like that, how much attention you draw. But I hate it when they suddenly decide they're in the area and they want to stop by and say hi. I won't talk to them. You know what I mean? If they had time to stop by and talk to me, they got time to come by there and clean that road before. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I have been doing different things in different areas.
So let's start with this because we were just talking about, I just mentioned the downtown Wood River Trick or Treat, your parades.
It's funny, I wasn't going to start complaining, but then you started me off. I'm right there now.
It was my fault, guys. I knew it.
He triggered me. The parade. Well, I try and do as much as I can to draw his attention. Anything I do, I try and draw attention to this.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not get in the parade? Wood River's got a parade. Bethalto's got a parade. So the chain gang is going to be in the parade. I got some banners put together, trailers, and I'm working with Denise Sparks. She's given me, loaning me some brand new trash cans. And some of the little kids are going to dress up like Oscar the Grouch and
that's cool.
Pop out of there. I've been made some trash cans for the kids so they can distribute candy and
it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Look at what Rusty brought me. I have a whole box of candy.
I got some signs that don't be a litter bug, and I've got some new banners strung up. I'm just looking forward to it. The trash cans that we're going to be hashing out candy look like Denise Sparks' trash cans. They're purple
cool.
and yellow. So yeah, it's just a shout out to Denise for everything that she does, and I'm excited about it. I'm encouraging anybody that wants to come.
Speaking of Denise, because we're getting ready to talk about the bid stuff. There was a truck. You're gonna love this. Didn't have their netting all the way on, I suppose.
Yeah.
That police officer wasn't very friendly, I don't think, because it started flying off. He pulled that truck right over.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Good.
And I was getting ready to text you a picture, but I was driving, and I didn't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. There's some new laws that are going to come into effect, and I've talked to Tom Hain. We'll talk about that
You
in a
know
minute
what would
and
be cool?
but-
Mike just gave a great suggestion. Have you ever thought about doing like a time lapse of your cleanups on YouTube? You know how many people do that and have like millions of
those are
people?
really interesting. I find those yard cleanups and stuff we talked about briefly.
Yeah.
I find that real interesting. But I just don't know how I would set it up and the length of time it takes me to do, from one end to the other. You have to almost have somebody follow you around, and Sydney can testify to that. How much fun is that?
Sorry, man, I'm going off topic, but a good message from Mike there. That was a great point. And the parade can people still hang out with you at the parade?
Absolutely. I got the setup times. Excuse me. I think I've gotten your notes. We've got the Wood River Parade is Saturday at 10:30. We're setting up at Emmerich Park. If you want to show up 10 o'clock and just to walk along with us, or if there's room on the trailer, you're more than welcome to ride along with us. I'm encouraging everybody to bring their pets, dress up their pets,
cool.
let their kids come, their grandkids come, and then we're also doing the Bethalto Parade. The Bethalto Parade is Monday night, the 28th, and that's a 6:30. That's an evening parade. parade. And that's cool because then the chain gang gets an opportunity to flash their lights on their truck and do different things. But there again, Mike Babcock is walking with us. I believe he's a Madison County board member. He's walking with us. And I'm encouraging there again, if you support people picking up trash in a clean community, then walk with chain gang.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, and to have a good time with it.
Well, and honestly, man, I mean, it's a good thing to it's cool to see you at this point, though, because, you started just, by yourself going out there and picking up trash and raising, hell and trying to let people know about it. And now you've kind of caused some momentum to really create this.
I'm
it's
still
pretty
by
cool.
myself, but I'm leaning on my friends and my family to act like we got a big gang.
Yeah, but it's still cool though because the growth that you've had in these bills. And but big thing is before we go into the county bids and Bill 4848 and some conversations you had at countywide level. The other day I was nervous as all get out, and it's still tragic that body that was found on 143.
Yeah.
Is that your stretch of road that you
Yes,
claimed?
it is. Yes, it is. And I knew exactly where that body would be. But I went up and set up my barricades that morning, but there just wasn't that much trash. So I thought, the heck with it, I'm just going to go home. And then shortly after I went home, that's when the police showed up. But no, I didn't see it. But I'm glad, very thankful. I surely would have. But yeah, that was on my stretch of 143.
Wow.
In fact, the police contacted me because I found shoes and things, and they wanted to check it out and make sure it wasn't his and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty weird. Sad, very sad, but. Yeah, it's a busy stretch of highway. You got to be very careful, though. That's why one of the first things the state's attorney told me is that I should set up a non-for-profit group because if I have people go out and work with me, I'd be responsible from that point.
That's a great point.
So I don't mind working by myself. I want everybody to be safe. So.
Well, and speaking of that too, you've been working. You're just talking about the state's attorney, Tom Hain, who's been really just busy, it seems like, of late, and then countywide. You had a chance to meet him. I saw your picture.
Yeah. Tom Hain's a big supporter. He's a big fan of the Daily Show. He watches it, and
I got to be more careful. I got to be more careful.
Yeah, he surprised me. David Livingstone called me to let me know that bid procedure change went into effect with Madison County. They approved it. The Madison County Board approved it, which means that when Madison County is sending out something like need people to pick up trash along the interstate, last time they had Denise Sparks' firm bid for that, and an outfit out of St. Louis, and she came about $200 shy of the bid, so they went with a firm out of St. Louis. This procedure will change, or this bid ordinance will change that, and it'll give a person in Madison County at least an opportunity to. They'll give an opportunity for the board to make that decision.
That's really cool.
So that was really cool. So he called me to let me know that, and he said, "Hey, Tom Hain listens to you, or he follows you, and he likes your tenacity, and he'd like to speak with you." And I thought, well, that's cool because I'd like to go after Kurt Prenzler, and he's not doing nothing.
Oh, no.
And I can't get Kurt Prenzler to do his job. And I went to the police station. I wanted him arrested and this and that. And he's like, "What's going on with this?" And so I thought, well, I'll tell Tom when I get there.
Oh, no.
And so I did. I went in. I went and met with Tom, and he was really cool. And I said, this trash company is not going to be responsible as long as Kurt Prenzler's in office because he doesn't tell them to do anything. And until he gets out of office, nothing's going to get done. So I can't get anything done. So can we get him out of office? Well, legally, they can't do anything.
Right.
So his advice for me startled me. He said, go back on the Daily Show. Tell him that Prenzler's not doing his job. He goes, go back, and he goes, continue doing what you do. Come to the board meetings. And he goes, don't let up. And that sparked a fire in me, and I thought, I'm going to do it, man. If he's taking the time to listen to some of the things that I say on here, then I'm going to reciprocate and come back on here and just point out some of these things. Now, I understand politics, and Kurt Prenzler is going out of his office, but it's a shame that our taxpayers' dollars are going towards a man who really won't do his what he's paid to do right now. And in my regard, that's very simple. Call the damn landfill. Tell him to be more responsible for the trash. It's very simple. But he doesn't want to do it right now for whatever reason. And I'm optimistic when Kurt Slusher gets in there, or Chris Slusher gets in there, that things will change dramatically. But getting back to Bill Hain.
So you were talking about the bid. So the bid is really important for businesses here locally.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to lose sight of that because, you're right. And for you, it is frustrating because you're doing all this work and no one's picking up the phone. I get that. But this county bid is so important. And you fought for this because, in the grand scheme of things, $200 is not going to change the world.
Yeah, it's a small amount. And when you think of this St. Louis firm is hiring St. Louis employees, and they're coming over here and they're doing their job, and then they're getting their paycheck, and they're going back to live in the St. Louis area, where Denise Sparks lives here. You know, I'm not just pointing out Denise Sparks. Anybody in Madison County could have bid for that. Yeah. And if they would have received it, then their workers that probably live in Madison County would have spent their tax dollars back. It's a no-brainer. No one disagrees with that.
No, and it's just really good to bring that out, or bring that back up and touch on that point, Rusty, because that is a little bit more of a protection for those local businesses that are already paying their taxes in this county and already having their funds go to other projects. So let them have a little bit more of an incentive to bid.
Yeah, and maybe some other company, and maybe next time Denise Sparks will, she'll sharpen her pencil and she'll get that bid. Yeah, I don't know, but if she can't, for crying out loud, think about the tax revenue that we're staying in Madison County, and I guess that's where Chris Slusher locked in on this, because he's a tax guy, and right away he told me that he thinks this is good and it was overlooked, and then it made me start thinking about it too, because I don't really think if I see something. I don't hold back for small or big, and this is one of those things. This could be very big.
Yeah, 100%. And now, Bill 4848.
Yes, that's what Bill Hain, or Tom Hain, wanted to call him Bill. That's what Tom wanted to talk about, this Bill 4848, because the police departments have been somewhat reluctant. If I call them and say, hey, what are your plans for this new Bill 4848? It's going to give you some new tools to go after these trash trucks, specifically Roxana and Madison County. This will have more impact on them than anybody else. And I was getting some answers. They really weren't, satisfying to me. They're like, yeah, we're going to be on it. So that's what Hain wanted to talk about. And he's going to contact all the local police departments and make sure that they're aware of Bill 4848.
That's really cool.
Which will mean that there's going to be a different type of tarping on the trucks, very similar to what the gravel trucks have. When they go down the road, when they gravel trucks go down the road, they have a very secure tarp that keeps a lot of the gravel. There's no reason the trash can't do the very same thing. And along with that, when the tickets it's going to be easier to issue a ticket for them, lower the threshold for it, and the money that they get from the ticket will stay in the county.
Really cool. Yeah, it's very important, Bill.
It's a lot of different things. It's a lot of positive things in it. It's not so positive to the trash companies, but...
Well, you got to be held accountable.
If you do your job, you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. That's always the way I look at it. If you do what you need to do, then nothing's a problem.
Yeah, but I'm a big Tom Hain fan. He knew more about these particular issues than any board member.
Wow.
I write letters to these board members constantly, and I never write to Tom. Yeah. And he knew more about this stuff than I did.
It's really cool, and I'm not saying this to patronize it, but it's cool to know that the state's attorneys is an advocate for this, because there's murder trials and kidnappings and all of these very serious things that need to be looked into, the Safety Act stuff that's going on, but to learn about Bill 4848 to inform the local police departments, I think is a really good call out, because it shows, the attention to detail there.
Yeah, it just shows me he wants to fight this trash, and the best way he could do it is to make sure the police are aware of this. And like I continue to say, it's like if the police were to get a new radar gun or something, that you'd want someone to be able to show them the instructions on how to use it. That's true. And that's kind of what he's doing with this. We have some new tools to go after some of these trucking companies and stuff. So this is what we're going to do. And I can't say enough for him to the fact that he recognized that and wanted to talk about it.
Talking trash is going to keep growing, man. You got a brand about you.
And that's what he said. He said he saw my Talking Trash T-shirt, and he said that's the best advocate T-shirt that he's ever seen. So there again, that was the icing on the cake, that he pays attention to your show. And like I said, I wanted him to go after Kurt. I wanted him just to go knock on Kurt's door and say, hey, look, we've had some complaints. Can you please do your job?
Right.
Very simple.
Well, and honestly, man, I think this was better. Because
it worked out good.
Yeah.
Hey, I could always fall in a bucket of dew, and something good will come out of it. You just got to look for the good, and that's what I try to do.
So, do you have a moment to stick around? I got to take a break here. 9:32, a little bit of change. More Talking Trash with Rusty Wheat right after this on RiverBender and Roku TV.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
To our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Better run, 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 run away. Oh,
All right. I'm glad those microphones weren't on. 9:35. Oh, man. Okay. So I love these signs.
Yes.
Take me through. So you ordered these off. Where'd you get these from?
I ordered them online. I always like those signs, you know, with the litter bug next to the trash cans and stuff. And so I seen them. They're not that expensive. I'm going to be using mine for the parade. I've talked to the Wood River Parks director and Mayor Tom Stalkoff about getting some signs, no littering signs up at the park. You know, something that people remember.
What I think's really cool, though, the amount of people in Godfrey, there's one gentleman now that is just cleaning up Pierce Lane left and right.
Oh, great.
And
great.
I don't know if it's because, I don't know how long he's been doing it, but it's really cool to know, too, that, you know, like I said, I haven't talked to the gentleman to know what inspired him, but I mean, you have inspired a lot of people to pick up trash, and I mean that.
Well, I tell you what, IDOT contacted me.
No way.
A couple weeks ago, the IDOT contacted me and said they had a gentleman that had to do some volunteer community service work. Can I get him set up with the trash bags and stuff? I said, sure, man. This is cool. Yeah, this is cool. So I talked to the individual, and he didn't tell me why he had to do it, but he had to do 40 hours worth of volunteer community service work. So he was going to clean up Highway 143 closer to Edwardsville. So I got him set up with the bags and stuff and started me doing some thinking, you know. What about the probation department? So I called the police department. They have a community service division, and I called them. And I thought, can I get some of these probationary people to come out here and work with me? They can work off their crime, just like this individual's doing. He's doing it on a voluntary basis. And the red tape I ran into instantly was such a pain in the ass, man.
Was it really?
Yeah, they basically, if I do that, I basically got to be a babysitter. I can't work with them. I just got to sit there and monitor them.
So you can't do what you do best.
No,
you gotta just supervise.
And then if I want to show them how to do it faster, they really don't give a poop about it, you know.
Well, they don't want it to go faster. They're working time off. They're hourly.
It's a little different. You got to do some paperwork and this and that. And no, we didn't even get to that point because as soon as it got to the point where I was going to be a babysitter, I really wasn't interested
that's a
anymore.
bummer, man, because you would, especially for like, and I mean this, there's so many times that I think preventative maintenance goes a long way, especially with the youth. Could you imagine, I mean, honestly, if like the juvenile detention office really found a way, if there wasn't that much red tape, to have something like it's, because that's such a constructive thing that it's not fun. I mean, picking up trash, just you have fun doing it, but I'm sure a 14-year-old that's in trouble isn't going to have fun knowing he has 40 hours to look at.
I find it very therapeutic. It makes me think and wonder and worry. I found a big bag of diapers along the side of the road the other day. They were dumped out there, and they were all spoiled diapers, and I was only thinking about the parents that are raising that small child, and it's just, but yeah, some of those things, they do set you back, the red tape and things like that.
That's a bummer.
For instance, little things that just bum me out, like the military, for instance. I wanted the military to walk with us in the parade. They helped us out on Earth Day event, and they were going to walk with us in the parade, but then they had so many complaints about other parades, other floats, and that they didn't get to participate in, and so it's like, they're not going to do it now.
I hate to hear that, man. That's okay.
Yeah, and I understand.
So, and not to cut you off, but take me through how important it is really to kind of spearhead and talk about Sparks too, because you really have become such a vocal mouthpiece for the company because of the good due diligence they're doing.
Hey, if I could go to work for her and figure out a way, I probably would, but I'd ruin her business. I'd probably run all of her employees off. But no, she's a good woman that cares about her neighborhood, and I've had Republic trash forever. I love my trash guy. I had him forever. But it was a situation where Republic trucks are polluting our streets, Yeah. So how much longer are we going to continue to support those companies that pollute our streets? Now, thank God that there's a guy up in Godfrey, and there's people in Collinsville and other places that are picking it up. But at some point in time, you have to ask yourself, how much longer are you going to contribute money to a company that pollutes our streets? And no disrespect to Republic. I know they tried to do the best they can, but they're a big company and they're not meeting it. Denise Sparks' company, Sparks Junk Removal, does. I don't ever have to clean up any trash. I never see any trash coming from her trucks. It happens daily when I see Republic and MBI trucks.
And, you have your hand on the pulse, so you'd be the one to really talk about it and witness it. And it's just one of those things. Now, I was walking down Elm Street because anyone knows that Alton's trash problem, we have a nasty litter problem right now. You walk in North Alton, and for some streets, it's pretty bad, and people want to walk their dogs, and there's glass bottles everywhere. How do you pick out glass bottles? And don't cut yourself. Is there a technique that you use?
No, I mean, it's a lot of them are often full, and so that's a problem. So you with the grabber, you try and set them in a location maybe where you're going to come back, pick up the bag, and you try to reduce handling as much as possible. And the weight of them alone, you don't want to carry them as long. So that's an issue. That you have. You just got to work around it. I was going to mention to you though, I had a gentleman call me. And I don't mean to cut you off.
No, man, do what you got to do.
I had a gentleman call me text me from East Alton. He said, "Hey, why don't you come and clean my alley?" He said, "I can't get the city to do anything about it." And so I wrote him back. I said, "Look, you contact the city first and demand that they clean it up. If you demand, they're going to have to react, and then call me back." And I never heard from him again. But people are they just want the easy way out. They think I enjoy doing this stuff. So hey, come on over and clean my yard.
Well, it's not a paid gig either. You aren't getting a check from.
No. And I don't mind if someone needs help, like you say, the situation Alton. If anyone out there sees an area that they're trying to get cleaned up and they can't, contact me on Facebook. Send me a message, and I will see what I could do to help you. And I'm not opposed to going out and doing it, but I don't want to go out and clean reluctant people's yards.
That's a good point.
Everybody has to do their own share here. But like Center Franklin Avenue in East Alton the other day, it was a jurisdiction, and everybody's busy these days. They don't have the time to go out and do it, and it's something that's often overlooked when it's like, oh, that's not mine, that's East Alton's. But the people of that community, they have to pay the price. And how many times you've been to Cutter Park You know, and it's a beautiful park. Do you want to drive through a bunch of trash to get there? No,
Right.
I don't. You
No,
know?
it's a good point.
Yeah.
So, Rusty, what else is coming down the pipeline? Anything important that we need to get out today?
I live day by day, buddy. I don't know, man. A couple months ago, I didn't even think I'd be back here. You know?
I know.
But yeah, it's just
the passion's back,
yeah,
man.
people say, hey, you know, don't let your foot off the accelerator.
Hell no.
And
When you left that day, I'm like, there's no way Rusty's done with trash.
yeah,
There's no way,
well,
man.
I tried moving on, complaining about flags and stuff. Hey, obviously, I got
I
the
know.
flag
I was
on.
getting ready. Yeah.
There again, I don't have a problem with flags on your personal. I just don't like my taxpayers' dollars going for it. But no, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go out and if someone has an area where I need to go out and maybe embarrass some of the local officials to get them to be more responsive, I don't mind doing that. You know, my main objective now, I think I'm going to go work on Highway 143 closer to Edwardsville because they just can't seem to get that cleaned up.
You're right. That's
You know?
a very good
point. It looks
point.
like hell. And that one guy that was out there, I don't know how many people ask me, hey, I seen this guy out there cleaning up trash. I'm like, wait a minute, man, I'm out there every week. I'm out there every week and nobody sees me. This guy's out there doing community service work and he's like he's everybody's new best friend.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm telling you what, you're speaking to the choir in a different fashion. You know how many times I hear, I've only been here for 3 years, but yeah, no, that's fine. You know,
I don't mind it though. I thrive off it. You know, it keeps me motivated, keeps me moving. There's two things that keep me motivated. Someone saying, "No, you can't do that. That's not yours," and then someone else come by and give me a thumbs up. You know, both
really
those
cool.
things work in different ways.
Well, if you want to be a part of the parade with Rusty and really just showcase that in Wood River and Bethalto, what date for Wood River and Bethalto parades?
This coming Saturday, the 26th, I believe. Saturday, what is it? Yeah, the 20. This coming Saturday at 10:30. We're setting up at 9:30. If you want to come, just come to Emmerich Sports Park. I'll be there at 9:30. You'll see the chain gang be there. Come, bring your kids, your grandkids, your pets. Bring your own candy. I don't have that. And then Bethalto parade, the same thing. We're meeting at Roselawn Cemetery. The parade starts at 6:30. I'll be there at 5:30. So get there. Come along. If you can't walk, sit on the trailer for crying out loud. I'm getting some bales of hay. If you support the community, keeping the community clean, you need to come with the chain gang.
And if you were one of those people criticizing the folk that was just putting the picture out there of the litter bug, don't be on the float, okay? I think that's my declaration today, Rusty.
Hey, don't get me started.
Okay, all right. 9:45, Chain Gang talking trash. Rusty back in the studio at the helm, and man, you aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I guess I'm coming back. I mean, the chief law enforcement in Madison County is an avid listener of yours, and he told me he likes me coming on here and reminding everybody about trash. So I'm going to. I'll be back. You know, I don't know how often. If something pops up, but you never know when stuff's going to pop up.
Not in this area. 9:45, little bit of change. More Daily Show hits you next, right after this quick break.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
MCHS Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the MCHS team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MCHSInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to our daily show on RiverBender.com.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. It's our town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween. I am the one hiding under your bed.
My voice is definitely going. Okay, 9:48, why don't we do this? We're going to be talking to the Marquette Catholic Theater Group here in a couple of minutes, about 20 minutes time. But I just had the South Roxana's Dad Club on a couple of days ago, and they have a color ball event plus some Halloween events. And to give my voice a little bit of rest, why don't we do that now? We'll play that conversation, and we'll come back with Marquette Catholic right after this on RiverBender.com. It's our daily show. Welcome back. The time is 10:35 on this Monday morning, and who wants to win some money? I do. You know, I'm telling you what, I played the slot machines, and I have filled every pothole in the state of Illinois about 15 times this month. I have not lost so much since, you know, I don't even know when. But we got Tony and Mike in the studio. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Oh, pretty good.
Just fine.
Really cool. Thanks for joining us. And on November the 6th, folks, it's that Wednesday night, 7 p.m. The doors open at 4 p.m., but it's color ball. 12 color ball games with a total payout of $4,400 at the South Roxana's Dad's Club, right here at 417 Roxana Street in South Roxana, just right down the road. And then a regular bingo every Saturday night as well. But, you know, before we talk about the event, I see a lot of the posts from the South Roxana Dad's Club and see some of the events you do, the Halloween stuff and all of that. And I honestly I think it's a great service and a great organization for the community. Let's talk about the history of it, because you were sharing with me that the group was started in 1948.
Well, it was chartered with the state of Illinois in 1948. I think it started in 46 or 47.
Really?
By a bunch of fathers that wanted to have a little carnival in Charlie Jurgovic's grocery store parking lot for the Boy Scouts.
I'll be darned.
And that's how it originally started. And then ultimately, they were chartered in 9/11/1948.
Wow.
And we've been in existence since then.
Well, and how has the group grown throughout the years and added to its repertoire of events and really become a little bit of a staple, really, in the community?
Well, in the early days, it started as an original with homecoming.
Okay.
And it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger for over 65 years until homecoming started going downhill.
Yeah.
And we ultimately had to quit. But in 1972, we started having bingo on Saturday nights to help get the income because the homecomings were decreasing. And that's how we ended up. Now bingo is our sole support. And then 4 years ago, we opened a little pub in our little clubhouse, and we have gaming and several pool leagues and stuff like that help pay the bills so we can give away money.
Well, hold on. The pool thing's important. The pool league is important. There is not a lot of places to play pool anymore in this community.
Well, we have 2 teams on Monday and 2 teams on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, we just picked up our second team.
Can folks join still? Is it full?
It's the winter season just started.
Okay.
We're into our 5th week. As a matter of fact, we just picked up another team that came in kind of late.
Okay.
But that really helps out the business in the pub, and what have you, and all the local bars and that we travel to. It brings them in a little extra business, for
Yeah.
And it's all about the fun, we all have a good time. We don't take it too serious.
Well, and see, that's what I think's really cool about the whole group, because just the premise of it, having a bunch of older, dads, gentlemen of all ages coming together to provide services for the community. And if it's okay, can we talk about some of the things the Dads Club does, if it's cool?
Well, now that you've mentioned that, this is a big week because the Dads Club, in conjunction with the Village of South Roxana, is going to have a big trunk or treat Wednesday night.
It's on our community calendar already.
And also the South Roxana Parade is Thursday, and the Dads Club and the Ladies Auxiliary always cook hot dogs for all the people in the parade. So we couldn't have picked a better week. And then the following week, of course, is the big color ball on Wednesday night on the 6th.
Isn't it crazy how fast this month has flown by? I mean, we always say that like when we're in the store seeing, man, fast, busy year. But this one really kind of has hit me in the mouth a little bit.
When you get my age, time really flies.
And to add to that, we are also hosting a Halloween party on November the 1st with a costume contest and everything. That's
in the pub.
That's in our pub.
Is that 21 and over in the pub side?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
just
yes,
wanted to
sir.
make sure and
Yes,
clarify that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, have the slot machines helped everything, having those in there, people hitting on those?
Well, considering the fact that the Dads Club's been a nonprofit organization and not a place where you can stop and get a beer every night, it's been a little slow. But it's coming along, and the pool leagues have really helped.
Really good to hear.
The pub is, it's you have your up and down weeks, but it's doing fine.
Well, and
it's
Tony,
doing better.
How long have you been with the Dads Club?
I joined the club in January 1966.
That's incredible.
You had to ask.
Longest serving member currently?
Right now I am, yeah.
Yes, he is. He's the boss.
No, I am not the boss.
Mike, how long have you been with the organization?
Well, thanks to Tony, he was after me for the last 10 years. He's been asking me to join the Dads Club, and I fought it for a few years, and then
until
finally
he retired and got bored.
Finally, after about the third time, I went ahead and gave in and joined the Dads Club 6 years ago, and he's gotten me pretty involved in that. And our former president, Buzzy Childers, he stepped down at the first of the year, so I stepped up and took that on as president of the club. This is my first year as president of the club. And
I stuck him on a tractor the first week.
How has the first year as president gone?
Well, it's been a little bit challenging. Like I say, I just retired 2 years ago, so that's freed me up some time. But some of my goals are to increase our membership. Our membership has really fallen, so I'm trying to bring in some new members. First of all, we were down to about 12 members, and I'd like to be at 30 or above. So it's hard to find people these days that want to volunteer their time, to a great cause, that's supported the community and done a lot for the community for all these years. And everybody that's grown up out there, they all have memories of whether they played on the playground as kids or like Tony had mentioned, some of the biggest homecomings in the area back in the day. And so I'd like to see that continue, for generations to come,
Well, with that being said, what are the age requirements? How is there any restrictions on
18-year-old male?
18-year-old male. And now, what are some of the things that volunteer would do throughout the year in case they're interested?
You got to be kidding. Well, we have a 10.5-acre park to maintain. And of course, there are buildings out there that we've built over the 70 years we've been in operation. And by the way, that bingo building was almost completely hand-built other than the outside structure.
Are you serious? That's incredible.
We contracted the outside shell, and that was it. All the insulation, all the bathrooms, everything was done by Dad's Club members.
Isn't it crazy what you can do if you just kind of roll?
Well, we had electricians and carpenters. And, and nowadays, we couldn't do it today. But the Dad's Club, we usually average Of course, the pandemic really hurt us, but we usually average between 4 and 8 scholarships a year at Roxana High School.
Wow.
Over the years, back when South Roxana was not a real village, we used to contribute money to the South Roxana Elementary School, carpeting, water fountains, whatever they needed. Before South Roxana was even a village, the first policeman was a Dad's Club member working at McDonald who did it for free. And we bought a $1 car from Madison County and bought him a radio, and he was our cop.
That's
Ed
incredible.
Bailey was his name. He was a fantastic guy. And before the village became a village, we assisted the village water department. Was the Dad's Club guy and his wife, and Eldon Stearns and his wife. When we became a village, I could be wrong at this, but I think 6 of the last mayors were Dad's Club members.
That's incredible. Well, and see, Tony, this is what I think's so great about the group, because I've had Mayor Callahan on, a couple of times on the show, and the big emphasis for me when I always talk to, Mayor Callahan or, Mayor Carlton in East Alton is that these smaller communities, what you guys have to do to get any bit of look or funding from any type of county, it doesn't happen. It's zero. It's all because you all roll up your sleeves and are actively being that word community and the true definition of community, not just going to the event, but actively participating, coming up with solutions, creating infrastructure. And I think that's really important for any 18, 25, 30-year-old to know that you aren't just going to join a group. I mean, we can all do that. You're joining a historic group that really has been instrumental in laying the foundation for South Roxana. Seriously, this is incredible.
You're right. You're absolutely
That's
right.
Correct.
Well, and do you guys have a moment to stick around? Because we still got to talk about colorball and events and how we can all be a part of it.
Sure, we're here for you, CJ.
10:44, a little bit of change. Hey, before we take a quick break, one of friends of mine, Denise Sparks, has decided a couple of years ago that she was going to take on the big boy. She wanted to be a weekly trash provider. For 30 years, she hauled junk and became the queen of junk demolitions on apartments, you name it. And now she's the queen of trash. She has these purple and yellow trash cans, and they're popping all over Madison County like bunny rabbits. Do you know why? Because when you call her, guess who answers the phone?
She does.
She does. Isn't that kind of unheard of anymore? Whether or not she's there to help you with your weekly trash needs, or I want to let folks know about this too. If you're an older adult and mobility is becoming a little bit of an issue, or you just had a hernia surgery, you can't lift, she has a valet trash pickup option where they will walk into your home, pick up the trash out of your trash can, take it down to the can, roll it out to the door, and they provide that service. Denise Sparks is truly one of the best. She ties down those trash trucks. There's never litter flying off of her truck. She truly does care. You can see how at sparksjunkremoval.net. Start your journey with the Queen of Junk today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now, back to our daily show.
Welcome back. 10:48, a little bit of change. Hey, coming up on November the 6th, 7 p.m., the doors do open at 4 p.m. 12 color ball games on this Wednesday night raffle at the South Roxana Dad's Club, 417 Roxana Street in South Roxana. Give them a call. Learn more at 254-0051. It's 3 miles north of 270 on Route 111, 1 block past Casey's on 255 on Exit 5. Go west to Roxana Street. 4 additional $100 raffles. Man, you guys are pulling out all the ways we can win some money.
$4,400.
I'm excited about this. That'll do.
I'd love to see you show up.
Well, hey, you know what? If there's money involved, I'm probably there. So how does this work? How does the game break down on Saturday? How do the...
Well, there's... All right, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay. Just how do we pay? How do we... how much does it cost?
There's a minimum buy of $40.
Okay.
For $40... you'll get 2, 4, 6, 8 color ball sheets.
Okay.
We play 4 sets, so you play them 2, 2, 2, and 2. Each set is a $200, a $300, and a $500 game. So that's $1,000 right there.
Yep.
And we do that 4 times, so that's $4,000. In between each set, we'll play a raffle game for $100, which is your other $400. So our total payout for the evening is $4,400.
This is really
unless I
cool.
get a crazy idea and want to give away an extra $100 during a game or something. sometimes I do that. I did that Saturday night. But anyway, it's a great game, and it doesn't take long to give away $4,400.
Does it work like bingo? Is it the game?
It's kind of like bingo, except it doesn't have numbers. It has colors.
Oh, gotcha.
And you spell the word Lucky Pot. You have 8 columns going across and 8 columns going down, and each column has a different color. So L will have 8 different colors.
Gotcha.
U will have 8 different colors. So we have color balls in our machine, and we'll say L yellow, U red, C whatever, and you get a bingo crossways.
Okay.
Only one way.
Yeah.
There are other ways you can do it, and we're thinking about even trying that, but...
This is cool. I'm in. I'm 100% in. This is November the 6th. And folks, just so you know, November the 6th isn't the only night you can go out and be a part of the fun. On Saturdays, they got regular bingo every Saturday night. What time does bingo start?
Doors open at 4 and bingo starts at 7. Same as the color ball.
Really cool. And the color ball is on Wednesday, November the 6th, 7 p.m. it starts, but again, doors open at 4. Now, 4 games for $200 winners, 4 games at $300 at a winner, 4 games at $500. And you can win some pretty darn good money out there. Now, tickets for the raffle are $1 a piece, correct? Is there a limit on how many raffle tickets I can buy?
No. They come in packs. For $20, you can get what they call a raffle pack, and there's 6 of each raffle there.
Really
so
cool.
So you get 24 of them for $20.
Really cool. And now, do people have their trolls out in this too? Is this a pretty superstitious game?
They got their trolls. They got their dolls. they got their funny little rabbits. They got everything.
I'm telling you what, it
Some of them even have little jingle bells. They get a bingo.
Hey, no, I got the bell. This is from the Polar Express I'm bringing.
There you go. There you go. There you
Until
go.
someone hits me in the mouth for winning.
CJ,
I'm here. I've got to go to that. This is on a Wednesday night. No, and honestly, I'll need it because guess what Tuesday is?
Voting.
It's drinking day. So so on Wednesday, shake off whatever election results come in and just go hang out, and have some fun, raise some money for a good cause. And be a part of the community.
And before, you can go to the pub and play the gaming machines, or after. It's open till 1 o'clock.
And I'm telling you, I need to break my cold streak. So I think I might have to switch venues is what's happening here.
I would also like to add to that the Women's Auxiliary, we've got a kitchen in the back of the bingo hall, and they prepare food.
Oh, they serve the food.
Is it pretty good?
On Saturday nights, and they will be there on colorball night. That's why we open the doors at 4 o'clock for people that are hungry and want to come in, and they can get a hamburger or a hot dog. They cook chili. They sell desserts.
They had river catfish 2 weeks ago on Saturday night.
I'll be damned. That's awesome. What a meal. This is great. And now, are they going to be serving food Wednesday, too, for colorball night?
They will be.
It might be a little reduced because our crowd usually is,
Yeah.
But as this is the first time we've had a colorball in 3 years because COVID cut us out. We did it for 2 years prior to that. Yeah. And this is our first colorball, so we're starting back up. If this is as successful as it used to be, it's going to be every other month.
Oh, perfect. And help make this grow, guys. I mean, seriously, we'll bring this back and we're ready to go because you can win some good money. I mean, could you imagine you put $40 in a slot machine and you hit a $500 bonus? That never happens, but it could happen at this event, very easily.
Yes, indeed.
So, Colorball's November the 6th. Doors open at 4. Doors open at 4. The event starts at 7. But you can go every Saturday night for regular bingo. Same time, 4 is when the doors open. 7 p.m. is when the event starts. However, there's some upcoming Halloween events you guys were talking about. Let's go hit on those and let's get the details out for the trunk or treat and the Halloween party.
Well, the trunk or treat is this Wednesday night, I don't know the date.
23rd.
23rd, yep.
And it'll be...
Thank God for you.
It'll be, it's in conjunction with the village, and it'll be on the parking lots. Mm-hmm. And then Wednesday night is the parade. I'm not sure of the times, but I think it's about 5 o'clock the parade starts.
Starts at 5:30. Line up at 5.
They line up at 5.
Parade takes off.
And then when they get finished, they bring the parade right into the park, and they give away the prizes while we've already been cooking hot dogs, and we give away between 400 and 500 hot dogs.
Yeah, free
and soda.
Free hot dogs and soda.
And that's from the Dad's Club and the Auxiliary. The Auxiliary has the hot dogs, and we have the soda.
Even when you say that, though, I mean, people go, hot dogs and soda. Do the numbers on that. 500 hot dogs and 500 cans of soda.
Well, we'll let you write the check.
Pass. No. But I mean, it shows you though how important those things are, because I guarantee you, if one year you weren't out there doing hot dogs and soda, there'd be 800 people on Facebook going, where the hell were the Dad's Club this year? And not realizing though, if in case ever, you know what I'm saying, that we could have just supported and joined and kept helping this thing grow and never worry about it.
We work along with the village on the parade, and
really cool.
Of course, the village is working with the Ladies Auxiliary on the trunk or treat. So
that's awesome.
We've been close to the village for the 70 years we've been in existence.
That's really cool. And then what else happens throughout? I know that you brought a sheet of some of the events that happens.
Well, this is the Saturday bingo, and this is the color ball.
Let me see that sucker real quick if it's okay. Oh. You didn't tell me you could win really big in bingo, too.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder they're bringing their trolls out. This is incredible. So no food or drinks brought in because you can buy it there. You need the support. Must bingo on last called number. None of that late. Oh, there is nothing that gets my blood boiling more than that. Those late callers get on my nerves. And Four Corners does count as a regular bingo. No one under 18. Must have correct tally to win. The minimum payout on multiple bingos is $5. Oh, no smoking or vaping allowed. That's a good thing too, because in bars people are still doing that, and it's really good.
It's against the law now.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, no one's really following it. Yeah, that's in St. Louis. There was a big thing going on about that right now. So this is really cool. How much are the payouts? I'm looking at this, and this is where I'm kind of starting to get a little blushful here. I'm looking at 50, 50, 80, 150 for Wild Star Raffle, Lucky Game 7, $90. I mean, we're talking some good fun playing here.
There's a couple of $200 ones in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right here, and then you got coverall progressive or above at $200 or $500.
Yeah.
I'm in. Get ready. It's coming. I'm coming to the Dad's Club because I think that this could be a really great one. Just fun to really be a part of this, though, and honestly do good for the community. Because when you realize, yeah, it's great to win some money and go have a few drinks and go have fun, it's a lot better when you realize that you're able to help, support the Halloween events and the, other things you all do throughout the year. And so once again, what's the best way to reach out if somebody wants to join the group? Is there an email, website? What's the best way to reach out for that?
Well, we have a Dad's Club, South Roxana Dad's Club Facebook page. We don't have a website.
Okay.
They're costly.
They are costly.
And of course, we have the pub now. It's open from 3 to 12, 7 days a week.
Oh, it is 7 days a week.
And anybody can stop in there and pick up an application and for the Dad's Club. And then, of course, we'll interview them before we put them before the membership. And
really cool.
We try to get people that want to do good for the community. And
that's really cool. And now, is the pub open to the public?
Pub is open to the public 7 days a week, 3 to 12.
Always like to ask that because sometimes folks get a little nervous when they hear about a club. But honestly, think about this. This is a home. I mean, I'm not even trying to patronize you because you're both bigger than me here, in the studio.
Not only that, CJ. A lot of people they don't even know we exist there, because we're in this little small community. Population 2,000 people, and we're a low-income community. We've always kind of had a bad reputation, as being the little town next to the refinery.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, I'm from Alton, and that's just about the same. Oh,
and don't forget we had our big needy family blockade last Saturday.
Oh yeah,
and that's to give people food at Christmas time. Also, the Needy Family Fund assists people with electric and water bills.
It's really important.
All year long.
Well, and see, that's what I think it's so great to highlight because South Roxanne, I see the Facebook posts, when there's a big storm coming in and you got everybody out there, trying to help each other. And it's, to me, it's that old Americana way of being a neighbor, and I mean that with the most respect because a lot of communities don't have that kind of bond, and to have organizations like your guys that are doing this and everyone else is great.
To give you an example, I grew up in Wood River, but then I settled out in South Roxana about 28 years ago. Well, a year after I moved into South Roxana, we had that big straight line wind that came through, and I mean, it devastated the whole town, and there was people out with chainsaws and neighbors helping neighbors. That's what community is about, or should be about.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by today. We'll see you on November the 6th for Colorball. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Emily will take care of that, but it's 11 o'clock and time for me to say so long for now. We'll see you on Tuesday with more of our daily show.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Lennox system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
MCHS Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the MCHS team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MCHSInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to our daily show on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. Starting tomorrow? Oh, that's the big day. You know, honestly, when I was growing up, there was no more game that I love better than Clue. And as we discussed during the commercial break, I need to watch the movie.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
But before I watch the movie, I got to go see something better than that, and that's the performance. I'm excited about this. So we have so many folks in here. We got Miss Foreman, Nicholas, William, Nola. Did I get everyone's name correct?
Yes.
Man, we're off to a good start today. And so take me to how Clue came to be. How was it decided that this was going to be the performance this year?
So this is my first teaching job out of college.
Really? Congratulations.
Yes. Thank
you like it so far?
I do.
Is she doing a good job?
Yes. Yes, she is.
There you go. Good context clues there, Nicholas.
So our assistant director, Mr. Price, he has been the assistant director for many years in the theater program, and he chose the show for the fall.
Really cool.
And I agree with him 100%. It's perfect for the students we have involved.
And now, for all of you three in the studio, did you guys, Nola, you watched the movie?
Yes.
Did both of you watch the movie too?
Yes.
Have I been living under a rock? Normally true. So, when did rehearsal start?
About the third week of school.
Really? And now, how long did you three know about the performance coming down the pipeline? That you knew that Clue was going to be the performance? Did you guys learn while school was starting, or did you know in the summer?
I'm pretty sure while school was starting.
Yeah. So you had some quick decisions to make there, huh?
Yeah.
So when you were auditioning, take me through the audition process. I'll ask everyone the same question. Nola, what was it like?
So pretty much it was Miss Foreman and Mr. Price. We also invited our principal and a few others as well.
Good call.
Just to watch. But we did a monologue and a death scene.
That's how you break the ice right there.
And a dad joke.
Oh, and a dad joke.
And a dad joke.
Yes, I forgot about the dad joke.
Yeah.
Really cool. And did you feel like the audition went pretty well for you?
Yes, I do. Me and my friend had a whole sword fight. It was awesome. Yes.
And now, was this your first audition?
No, I'm a senior.
Oh, really cool. So what makes this performance different from the other ones that you've been a part of?
Well, I feel like not that the other ones were negative, but I feel like this one's got a positive vibe to it. I feel like we all know what we're doing, and we all know like our cues and our lines and stuff, and that's definitely made the experience way less stressful on everybody.
That's really cool. And now, William, take me through. And by the way, this was the best part of this. When I asked William and Nicholas to help me spell their first names, not because I didn't know how to spell them, we'll find out in a second I did. It's because I always type something wrong. And William, after you got to the A in your name, I went, oh, William.
Yeah.
William. Now, William, what grade level are you in?
I'm a junior.
Junior? And now take me through your audition process.
So like Nola said, there was Miss Foreman, then there was Mr. Price, our assistant, and then we were told to do like a monologue, death scene, and then dad joke.
What was your dad joke?
Oh, you gotta think back like 2
I know you don't know what happened yesterday because I don't even know what I ate for breakfast today.
I don't remember.
Noah, do you remember your dad joke? I forgot to ask you this.
I don't. I
remember
don't
your
remember.
monologue.
I do. We'll get to
I
that
do
in a
remember
second. I'm
your
excited,
monologue.
Nicholas.
I remember your monologue.
I'm excited. And so, William, you were a part of the other performances too at Marquette.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like being on stage with the theater department at Marquette?
It's like really fun for rehearsals because we get to like act off of each other, and most of the time we just joke around. But at the real performance, it's like really stressful on stage, and I got really nervous my first production.
I'm being honest. So Alton Little Theater does a segment twice a month on my show, and they're a good supporter. And Lee called and she said, "Can you do this part?" I have never acted. I would do pro wrestling. Pro wrestling's nerve wracking. You go out there and you're like, here's the X amount of people. But the lines, I'm telling you what, I mean, wrestling's easy because you can kind of fake your way through it and crawl around and wail your arms. You can't really have a temper tantrum on the stage, and that's where it really, I think, really brought out how hard it is, and being all serious with you, how hard it really is to not only convey the lines, but to really deliver them in a way that really takes that audience out of the world and brings them into yours, and that's such a good point. Now, your second performance, did you feel more confident?
Well, yeah, I did.
Cool.
Yeah, I felt like I got better at acting as time went on, and now I feel pretty confident on stage.
Are you looking forward to tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's a good answer. That means everything's going well, William. That's awesome. Now, for Nicholas, I got to ask you, you remember your dad joke?
Yes.
What was the dad joke?
Oh, so I said, what does a nosy pepper do?
What does it do?
It gets jalapeno business.
Oh, my God. That's a winner right there. That was an automatic golden ticket, I think. Nicholas, take me through your audition. Did you feel good in it? Take me through some of the sights and sounds of that.
When I did my audition, I was a bit nervous because I thought that I wouldn't do right or I would get a role that I won't. But usually it was pretty good. I would say I was, going up there pretty with confidence, and I just said my joke and did my audition and my death scene and went out, and I was like, did I do good? But then I did pretty well.
That's awesome. Is this what grade level are you in?
I'm a senior as well.
Senior? And now take me through, is this your fourth performance now with the group?
This is actually my second performance.
Second, cool.
Yes, and I was really, really excited to do this performance because this is such a positive performance and we're all having such a great time doing this.
It really does seem that way, where it's really just a great atmosphere to be a part of on the build-up to it. Now, this is a hard-hitting question. 60 minutes now, how do you perfect a death scene? Because we have all tried to play asleep when the parents walk by the room, when you're a little kid, and that TV better be off, and you're trying to fake it asleep. It's hard to really fake a genuine death scene, and really... now, how do you do it? That's really the question.
So, for me, I know a lot of people, they try not to get hurt while falling down.
That's a very good point.
But I just fall down, and if I get hurt, oh well.
I guess.
I mean, the only thing I really try to not do is just hit my head while falling, and that's about it.
Very good point. A good thing to look out for.
Protect the head, not anything.
Yeah,
that's right. And now, how many are there quite a few occurrences in this production?
Yes.
Yes. Good answer. Now, what I think's great too is when you're rehearsing these, does it ever get to the point where it's so funny you can't even do the death scene? Because to me, I'd be dying all the way through it.
Yes.
Yep.
It does.
It does get funny.
Last night we had to keep stopping and starting again, getting back into character because William couldn't keep a straight face.
Oh, William. I hear you, man. So, Ms. Foreman, though, let me ask you this. Whenever you're seeing students, especially like you got Nola, William, Nicholas here, who were very passionate, but it seems like the whole crew really is just fired up about this. That's got to be a heck of an incentive on your out of college teaching job for not only the future of arts, but just the future of camaraderie and community in school again.
Yes,
that's
it really
so cool. What now? I got to ask you, if you have a highlight of the project so far that you'd like to share?
Ooh. Without giving away too much, there's a lot of laughter, a lot of screaming, blackouts, gunshots, all the classic weapons are involved, the candlestick, rope, dagger, wrench, and the lead pipe. and it's just a really fun mystery that has a little bit of a schizophrenic ending.
Yeah. That's a good point. Well, that's a good way to put it.
Yes.
Now, for all three of you, who was your favorite? Because we've seen the movie. Now, who was your favorite character in this this production? Do you have a favorite? It doesn't necessarily have to be your own.
Honestly, I really like Miss Scarlet, if I'm being
Do you?
real.
Really cool, William.
Mine was actually Professor Plum.
Was it?
Yeah. When I first watched it, I was like, he's kind of weird and nerdy.
That's cool.
Yeah, me is Miss Scarlet and Mr. Green, because apparently everybody says I act just like him. So, yeah, it's like wow. So yeah, it is very much true. Very.
That's so cool. And now let's talk about your roles. Who are we playing?
I'm Wadsworth, the butler.
Wadsworth, that's cool. William?
I'm Professor Plum.
Good. See, that's a good call then. Good call. And then Nicholas?
Mr. Green.
Really cool. And I just wanted to make sure, because I thought, I asked them who their favorite character was in the movie, but I forgot to ask them what they're actually doing in the production so far. Hey, it's 10:27 on this Thursday morning. It's the 24th day of October. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more conversations and talk all about Clue, including when you can go see it and how you can get tickets. But before we do that, let me fill you in on Hainer Library. They're the best. We've all been there. Finals are getting ready to start. I get that my calculator broke 2 days before finals, my TA-84. You got to go to Walmart. It's like, you spend the $184, whatever they are now, and fight with the lady in the return line, or do you just go to Hainer Library and check it out for free and bring it back when you're done? They have a library of things, so like podcasting equipment, ghost hunting stuff, like games, calculators, you name it. You can check it out for free, and you can bring it back when you're done. Plus, you get ad-free for free streaming with movies and TV with Biblio Plus. There's so many things like the Creative Bug app. I can go on and on and on. All I can tell you is go to HainerLibrary.org, click on How Do I, get a library card, click on that. Then whenever you put that in, get your address all entered in, and you are good to go, courtesy of our community staple. HainerLibrary.org, and hang out with Mary Cordes and I on the first and last Monday of each and every month. Oh, and Lacey, as we go and explore our history 100 years ago every Wednesday and explore all Hainer Library has to offer.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
I always feel
10:30 on the nose. Coming up down the pipeline tomorrow night. You can stop on in and hang out and enjoy at 7 p.m. as Marquette Theater Department proudly presents Clue, based on the screenplay by Jonathan Lynn, written by Sandy Rustin. Man, my eyes are getting bad. October 25th and the 26th at 7 p.m., but tickets just $10 per person. Marquette faculty and students are free. That's really great. And now back to the conversation here. We're in Tech Day.
Yes.
Little nerve-wracking.
Yes.
What's it like when the lights finally hit you?
Can't see.
It's like, whoa. Like, yeah.
Does it ever, like, is there a warming up period to that whenever you're all of a sudden you're in tech mode now and now we're going through this? Does it take a little bit to kind of transition from, maybe just a regular rehearsal or to a full on, here we are, it's Tech Day? Does it take some time, or can you guys just go right into it?
This whole week has actually been like Tech Week.
Yeah.
So like, we got used to it, I think, the first couple of days, and then we just been running through it and ironing some stuff out, and I think we're pretty confident right now.
Well, it's good that you guys do a week. That way you all can really get on the same page. And now, has there ever been a time, especially with school, I mean, life happens and people get sick. Did you guys have that problem with rehearsals, or were you all able to pretty much get through it without too many hiccups and everyone on the same page pretty much all the time? You think you're pretty good?
We had 4 rehearsals a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh, my.
And some Saturdays.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So that was just to accommodate everyone's schedule, so everyone could still participate in other activities, sports, and didn't have to give up something to do theater.
That's really cool. So that's a really good way to do it. So that way everyone stays on the same page and up to the same speed and all of that. Now, is there one individual or one moment in the play or performance during rehearsals where you knew here we go, here's the tough part? Is there one moment in this production that it's like, this is going to be fun?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm excited. I won't give it away, but is it in the middle, beginning, or end?
The end. Yes. And I know these 3 know exactly what you're doing.
Well, it seemed like the way you all nodded your head, it was pretty amazing. It was like flashbacks just hit you,
Yes.
But you know what? Let's take us through what it's like being at Marquette. We have 2 seniors, a junior, correct? Am I?
Yes.
Take me through just your atmosphere. What's it like being at Marquette Catholic and, just going through that school experience, too?
Well, for me personally, I chose to go to Marquette, so Marquette's kind of my home, away from home. It's been amazing going to school here. It's definitely a family. It's less like, just teachers and students, and you go to school just to go because you have to. Like, we all care about each other, and we're all there for each other, and it's
really
amazing.
cool. That's really cool. William, what are your thoughts?
Well, I've been planning on going to Marquette ever since I was in middle school because all my siblings went there.
Yeah.
And so far it's been great. We have a strong school spirit and a nice atmosphere. And junior year homework has been kind of hard. But
Junior year is not fun. I don't care what anyone tells you. That was my least favorite year because I knew it's like, man, I'm just getting peppered with physics and all of this. And then if you're in any time, especially Marquette with all the good education too, there's a lot that's getting thrown at you. And now, Nicholas, what are your thoughts, man?
Like Nola said, Marquette has been such a whole family-based school to me.
Really
I'm from
cool.
St. Louis, so when I came to Marquette, I was like, I don't know if, I'm a little nervous, but when I got to get comfortable, it really was a nice place to go to as a school, and not just me, it's just teachers, and it's just, we just going to school, but no, it's actually just like, okay, we connect, we, come together as one. So
Really
yeah,
cool.
it's a really nice school.
That's awesome. That's really great to hear. How about that? And we didn't script that, by the way. That's always a nerve-wracking question for me to ask, believe it or not, because you never know what's going to be said. And it really does show just really how great of an atmosphere and environment it is. And Ms. Foreman, what's it like just being with the faculty and staff over there?
It's amazing. They are very helpful, especially our principal and dean of students, Mr. Harmon and Mr. Marth. They are always there. They're always asking what we need. They're enough hands-off, and they'll go hands-on if needed. If we need extra help, they'll show up, but they let us do our thing, and they're amazing about it.
That's really good to know. And so when we go online, there is a link that will take you to on an article and write up on RiverBender.com where you can get tickets. It's $10 per person, Friday and Saturday night, 7 p.m. both days. And how long does it run?
About an hour and a half.
Is there an intermission?
Yes, 15-minute intermission.
Really cool. And see, now I'm sure the playbills are all but gone at this point, correct? Can you fill those out anymore, or sponsor them, or buy the playbill? That's what I thought. But honestly, just keep notes of it. If you're a business owner for next year, you know the productions are going to keep coming down the pipeline. And William, you got one more to go through, don't you? We got to get William some more sponsors for next year too, for their upcoming productions. So if you guys didn't do it this year, keep note of it, because that article is going to come out, and you can help support Marquette Catholic's Theater Department and really do some cool stuff, because we have some great performers and artists, and it's just really cool to see right now in the area on like every facet, from the small theaters to the school level to just community wide. It's really great, and you guys are adding to it. Now I got a question: what are we doing outside of college or high school? What are we doing in college?
I don't know yet. I almost want to my first thought was I kind of want to do music therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I want to do some kind of opera-based career because I like to sing.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure it out.
It's really cool. And you got some time to still figure it out and just enjoy. And William, have you had any ideas yet?
Yeah, I'm planning on either doing electrical or aerospace engineering.
That's a very good career path. A lot smarter than me, William, I can tell you that. And Nicholas, any thoughts on what you're doing out of high school?
I would like to major in communications or performing arts.
Really cool.
Yes, that's the idea I had. I've been wanting for a while. So yes, that's pretty much what my plans are.
Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. We wish you nothing but the best success heading into tomorrow night and on Saturday. But get your tickets now. It's $10 per person, but faculty and students of Marquette Catholic get in free, where you can go see the production of Clue. This is going to be a fun one. I'm excited about it, and honestly, you hit it right on the head. So many plays, are kind of a little bit down, a little bit downers, but this is a fun one. This is one that you can really enjoy and truly escape and just go into another world for about an hour and a half plus a 15-minute intermission. At 10:38 and a little bit of change, we'll take a quick break. Thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet.
I hardly know it's running. I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I. Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
All-Star Award, time to award it to some different individuals today. All righty, we'll start off with this. We'll go picture in picture. So, we all know of SeaWorld, and the problem is, sometimes I don't think we know the risks. Because this audience was definitely in the splash zone. Watch this. Okay, orca just splashing around. Uh-oh, what it just do in the water? Uh-oh, uh-oh, do you see this on your screen? Get ready for fun, kids. Couldn't wait to go to SeaWorld. Here it comes. Oh, how nasty. Oh, All-Star. I didn't even need to talk about that one. Yeah, they got splashed with dirty water and people weren't too happy. SeaWorld San Antonio yet to comment on the incident. Brings a whole new meaning to that zone. Alrighty, there's some people in trouble in Poland. A funeral home in Poland has issued an apology on Saturday after a corpse that it was transporting fell out of the hearse and into traffic. Polish media reported that a man was driving down the street on Friday in Stolowała, a city in southeastern Poland, when he first saw a sheet on his car window. Then the sheet slides down. He saw the body lying on the road, and a moment that driver feared he had hit the individual. Local media published the image, the company transporting the corpse. This is a real company. Hades Funeral Services issued a statement Saturday taking responsibility and blaming a technical failure on the hearse. So there you go. I could have gotten in so much trouble, but I'm not going to, because this guy is in a lot more trouble than I am. A Greek man has been convicted of something gross. A judge in northern Greece on Thursday imposed a suspended 1-month prison sentence on a man convicted of disturbing his neighbors by repeatedly sneaking into their properties and smelling their shoes. The 28-year-old Greek man told the court that he was unable to explain his behavior, which he said has caused him great embarrassment. No. He stressed that he had no intention of breaking the law, and neighbors testified that he never displayed any sign of aggression during his nocturnal visits. So the man was arrested before dawn on October the 8th, and police had been called because the neighbor found the defendant in his front yard sniffing his family's shoes, which had been left outdoors to air. Man. There you go. Hey, German police busted a pizzeria. I don't know if you guys have heard this one yet. In the western city of Dusseldorf, that also delivered a great side item. And actually, it could have been a good business move if it was a legal item. You know, listen to this. So some people, they like to have some beer with their pizza. Some people, they like to have some Pepsi. Some people are a Mountain Dew drinker. Some people just like water with pizza. And some people, like in Germany, like to have a little baggie of cocaine as their side order for their pizza item. Oh, yes, oh, yes. There you go. A customer asked for an item number 40 on the menu. Can I get a item 40, please? That was one of the best-selling pizzas, criminal director Michael Graf von Moltke told reporters in Dusseldorf. He said police were first tipped by the suspicious food inspection in March. When drug squad officers began observing the restaurant, they soon discovered why pizza number 40 was so popular. Man, it kept you bouncing when when police buzzed the apartment, buzzed is the right word, of the pizzeria manager. The 36-year-old allegedly threw a bag of drugs out the window, which he didn't throw far enough because it fell right into the arms of police officers. Oh my goodness. Now, this wasn't just any bag, okay? This isn't a little dime bag of drugs. The bounty included 3.5 pounds. 3.5 pounds of cocaine and about 14 ounces of cannabis and around 268,000 euros in cash, which equates to about 300 grand in the US dollar. But police are also saying the restaurant manager, who was already released from detention after a few days, soon reopened his business and started selling the pizza and cocaine again. What an idiot. They gave investigators an opportunity to look into the supply chain, and after several weeks, some 150 officers busted an entire drug ring in Western Germany, arrested 3 suspects, including a 22-year-old. He was the head of operations. Well, he could put head of operations on his LinkedIn and just omit the employer. And raided homes and businesses of 12 suspects. During the raids, they came across 2 cannabis plantations nearby with 360 plants, respectively, in the 2 different plantations. They also found cutting and stabbing weapons, as well as cash, expensive watches, you name it, things that go along with cocaine and pizza. The pizzeria manager was arrested when he tried to flee abroad and remains in custody. None of these suspects' names were released in line with the German privacy rules. Police did not say how much the pizza number 40 cost, but that's a good question. I wonder if that's why it was such a popular item. I wonder if the pizza was actually really good and that just kind of was an incentive to get it. You know? Hey, marketing's marketing. All right, one final one for you, and the real all-star was awarded to the pizza place today. But, you know, emotional farewells are common sight at airports. But if you're like me, get out of the line. Like John Panetti, get out of the line. You know, keep moving, okay? Travelers leaving the New Zealand city of Dunedin will have to be quick. A new 3-minute time limit to say goodbye and hug it off in the airport's drop-off area is intended to prevent lingering cuddles from causing traffic jams. And quite frankly, the lingering cuddles make me feel really uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you just keep looking over and, you know, it's like, all right, you know, the first 45 minutes of this was, you know, you guys hugging was fine, but now you've caused a traffic jam. They're out on 70. Get out of the line. All right. I love this in New Zealand. Hear me out. Max hug time, 3 minutes, warns the sign outside the terminal, adding that those seeking fonder farewells should just go to the parking lot instead. Get out of the line. The cuddle cap was imposed in September to keep things moving smoothly, and the redesigned passenger drop-off area outside the airport. Now, CEO Dan DeBono told the AP on Tuesday that it was the airport's way of reminding people that the zone was for quick farewells only. If only they do this for lottery ticket buyers. The sign had polarized social... You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'll get to that rant in a second. The sign had polarized social media. Polarized them. We're in trouble. Here's what he had to say. We were accused of breaching basic human rights, and how dare we limit how long someone can have a hug for. The signs were meant as an alternative to those at other airports warning of wheel clamping or fines if they're in the drop-off areas parked. Some in Britain imposed fees for all drop-offs, no matter how brief. And you know what? I'm sorry. Get out of the line. People got to get moving, and they don't, you know, I hate to sound rude at 10:50. You might be in love, or you might be going out for 2 weeks and you haven't gone on a trip yet, and it's scary. go into a different location. Just like this airport saying, you can hug as long as you want. Just go to the parking lot. 3 minutes was plenty of time to pull up, say farewell to your loved ones, and move it on. The time limit is a really nicer way of saying, keep moving. A 20-second hug is long enough to release the well-boosting hormones oxytocin and serotonin, DeBono said. Anything longer was, quote, really awkward, end quote. This is from the airport manager. This is amazing. Probably not the best PR messaging, but to respond to this. But passengers need not worry unduly about enforcement because, well, they can't afford hug police, DeBono said. Visitors, however, might be asked to move their lingering embraces to the parking lot where they can cuddle free of charge for up to 15 minutes. And that, my friends, is the All-Star Award. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and wrap up the Thursday that was. We had a good show today, and I'm excited about it. 10:51, little bit of change. Daily Show smacks you in the nose. Next. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now, back to our daily show.
Oh, sorry. I just like strange magic. All right, as we wrap up this show, we have a couple of releases of note for you. This is from IDOT. The Illinois Department of Transportation today announced that a full closure of eastbound Interstate 270 between Illinois 3 and Riverview Drive in Missouri is scheduled to take place for approximately 1 hour between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. on Thursday night. That's tonight, weather permitting. Now, this closure is necessary to install an overhead sign truss. So this is a full closure of eastbound 270 between Illinois 3 and Riverview Drive in Missouri. It's to install an overhead sign truss. It will be closed for approximately 1 hour between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. All lanes will reopen once the work is complete, no later than 5 a.m. Now, motorists should plan accordingly to this and are encouraged to use alternate routes during this closure, as well as, guys, reduce your speeds and be alert for changing conditions and make sure that our workers on the roads are safe and can go home to their families. Obey all that construction signage and refrain from using your cell phone when you're driving through the work zone. It's all it takes. For IDOT District 8 updates, follow them on social media or just go to gettingaroundillinois.com and seeing their travelers information map. One last bit of news for you today. And this is from Dan Brannon, the content director of RiverBender.com, and tragic news. The family of Trooper Corey S. Thompson released a statement today, mourning his death in the line of duty on October the 18th. The family expressed gratitude for the outpouring of support from the law enforcement community and the public overall. To the public, he became a hero on October the 18th when he was killed in the line of duty. To his family, he's always been a hero. Trooper Thompson's family described their profound loss, stating, "Our world has been shattered and will never be the same." They reflected on his life, noting that he lived it to the fullest and cherished his loved ones. The family included a biblical reference saying, quote, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." Visitation for Trooper Thompson will take place this coming Saturday from 1 to 5 p.m. at St. Joseph Ogden High School, with a first responder walkthrough scheduled for 5 p.m. The funeral service will be held the following day on October the 27th at 1 p.m. at Faith United Methodist Church, located at 1719 South Prospect Street in Champaign. Following these services, he will be buried at Patterson Cemetery in St. Joseph. In lieu of flowers, the family requested donations to the Trooper Corey S. Thompson Scholarship Fund at any University of Illinois Credit Union branch. The fund aims to provide scholarships to students from St. Joseph Ogden High School pursuing careers in criminal justice. The family also encouraged community members to show their support by lining the procession route. Additional information regarding the incident is expected to be released in the coming days, and inquiries can be directed to isp.pio.personnel@illinois.gov. 10:58. Little bit of change, and honestly, just wanted to reiterate a couple of things. So we will be doing the Alton sectional. We'll be broadcasting you those games next Tuesday. We'll also be down in Crafton November the 2nd. We'll have the Alton Halloween Parade October the 31st, plus our daily show, plus on Friday night, the sectional final at Public School Stadium as well. There's so much more that RiverBender.com is a part of. And seriously, last night, thank you all so much for hanging out and having some fun. This show keeps growing, and it's really cool to see where it lands to next. At 10:59, I say so long for now, and I'll see you back here as we wrap up the week that was on the 25th day of October. That's a Friday, so until then, have a great rest of your day. Most importantly, just try your best to stay out of jail.
He said it